play on. They have a pro shop with special prices on some of the most popular name brands of golf and equipment. With the banquet room and staff, they can also handle any type of golf tournament or just a corporate or small group function. Lonnie Reese, the PGA Pro and manager, also has golf lessons for people of all ages. Call or visit Saddle Ridge Golf Club today. Tell them you heard about them on Big Boyz Toys and receive a special discount on that next great round of golf. Charter West Mortgage, Highway 231, Pell City, Alabama, are your mortgage specialists in the surrounding area. Lynn Miller and his staff are loan professionals in VA, FHA, and first-time mortgages. They also do second mortgages on your current home loan. They also assist families who have some credit problems, working with them over a few months period of time, trying to help them rebuild their credit so a home can be purchased. So when you find that home of your dreams, call Lynn Miller and his staff today, and they will help you make your dreams come true. Tell him I told you to call 205-338-5555. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Economy Septic Tank, anywhere in Etowah County, Calhoun County. Tony Wood said just about anywhere. Him and his staff, his sons work with him. I tell you what, they do a super job. Septic tanks, digging field lines, anything you can imagine to deal with septic tank, Tony Woodard and his staff can do it. So give them a call today, no matter where you're at. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. My next guest is Elsie Garrett. Look what Elsie done built. Elsie, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. 47 Chevrolet. I've been calling the Lavender lady for 4 years. And you still got that truck, though?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that truck ain't going nowhere.
That truck's not going anywhere.
But she told her husband she wanted a convertible. But he thought she meant a car, but look at here. No, she wanted a convertible truck. And before I start with Elsie, I want to tell everybody watching the show, that motorcycle that went by here beginning of the show with the state trooper chasing it with the flat tire, well, they didn't catch him, but the boy made a boo-boo. Because he come right through here and somebody recognized him, knew who he was, and told the trooper. So he'll be in jail before we film the second show, guarantee it. Okay, Elsie, tell me about your truck.
Well, we loved the SSRs when they first came out. We could not afford one, so we decided to build one ourselves. So this is the daddy of the new SSRs. See on the tag, 47 SSR.
Now, how long did it take you on this? Now, you told me about a year ago you was working on it.
We bought it March the 1st, 05, so that's not bad.
No, that's about a year, a little over a year. That's not bad.
Just a year and a few months.
What are you doing? It rains?
We don't drive it. But we watch the weather and let the weather pass, and then we go.
Now, if y'all out one day in Birmingham area or something and see this truck easing downtown and you see a blue tarp on it and Don's laying up on the hood holding it, wiping the windshield, they got caught in the rain. What size motor and all you got in it?
It's got a 350 short block, 700R transmission overdrive.
Now, y'all got 3 trucks now, right?
3 trucks.
Which one's the fastest?
Well, we hadn't tried that one out real fast yet. We hadn't been over 70 on that one.
Will the Lavender one outrun his?
Oh, yeah.
I bet if you got out there side by side and raced, he'll let you outrun him.
No, he's competitive, just like I am.
Yeah, but look at his stomach. He eats, too. Who picked the color?
I did.
So
I wanted yellow, and the little guy down at Pelham, Seekins Paint, he mixed up about 3 different batches before he pleased me. We'd take it out in the sun, look at it, and say, no, it had too much green. He'd mix up another batch, take it out, and it had too much orange. And finally, we got it right and put some orange pearl in it.
So it's actually a mixed color. It's not a production color.
No, it's custom.
And they got so many different color yellows.
Oh, yes.
You know, and I've always said, I've seen so many different color yellows, and I think the Millennium yellow's pretty, but this truck just kind of stands out. It's a pretty yellow.
Oh, I know it. I ran into that trying to pick a color, but I finally got what I wanted. But before I say anything else, there's 3 people I really want to thank.
Go ahead.
To get this truck ready for this show, this is the date we were shooting for. And it's Henry Varner did the paint and body. Carol Tubbs did the upholstery. And Johnny McDonald did the graphics.
Graphics and all.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much.
I talked to Carol, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, she had called and said that they're trying to get it ready. Mm-hmm. Trying to get it ready for the show.
And they did, so I really appreciate them.
And people don't realize how hard it is to get a vehicle like this ready.
I know, and you have to take it out on the road and check it out and make sure that everything's going right when you build these street rods.
And I promised the lady, I talked to Colleen and them in Biloxi this week, and I promised her from now on, every time I film, I'm going to tell you, they are having Cruising the Coast this year. Elsie's going to be there, her and her husband. A lot of people from here will be there filming. We're going to be at the Edgewood Mall filming this year, but they are having Cruising the Coast. And, they understand might not be as many cars, but, the way we look at it, these people had a tragedy happen to them, but they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to get their lives back in order. And they said one thing would it help them if the cruisers would come back to Biloxi. And they're going to have rooms. They're going to have, if you got to get a room in Mobile, but it's going to be a lot of rooms. But if you got to get a room in Mobile, if you just show up in Biloxi, it helps the people of Biloxi saying, hey, we support them.
That's why we're going to support them, and we have reservations at the Holiday Inn Express in Gulfport.
And I went down. I had a big show on October. We didn't get to Cruising the Coast, so I had one on the 17th, and I had a good friend of mine, Jeff Cook from the group Alabama. He came down to the Hall of Fame with me, and we left out that Sunday morning. We went to Biloxi, and Biloxi, I'd been there for 5 years cruising the coast, and when I got back, I had a lot of footage and all, but you just can't explain what them people went through. I mean,
no,
everything that we remember was gone. The Rice Pavilion, gone. The big church across the Rice Pavilion, you can look all the way through it. I mean, and 4 months, 5 months after it, when they uncovering stuff, they're still finding people. I mean, and they didn't think it was going to get that hard, and it's sad for them, but I tell people, go to Cruising the Coast this year. If you just stay 2 days, or if you just drive down for a day, because it helps the people in Biloxi and Cruising the Coast.
And there will be places to eat. They're going to make sure that we've got somewhere to go and eat. It may not be the fine restaurants that we're all used to going to, but my goodness, we eat hot dogs at places like this all the time. So we can eat hot dogs down there.
Shoot, nothing else. We get Elsie some butter beans.
That's right. I'll take a big pot of butter beans if you have to.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle, Elsie. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
You'll see me and her again in Biloxi, Mississippi. We'll be right back.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
Let me tell you a place right here on Highway 431 North in Glencoe that has everything you need in one location. S&S Smoke Shop and Spirits has everything from cigarettes, cigars, and the largest selection of your favorite cold beverages. They have all types of liqueurs and any type of mixes you need for your next party to make it a great success for you and your friends. They also have novelty items such as candles, die-cast cars, and the smallest gift to the largest gift for that special occasion. Stop by today and see Kathy or one of her sales staff. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Aquapet saltwater, freshwater, and pond supplies is now open in the Glaybrook Village Shopping Center across from the Sachs High School in Sachs. They specialize in saltwater fish and coral. They also will custom build you a sump. Aquapets also offers home and office setups and maintenance programs for your aquariums and ponds. They will design a beautiful aquarium for you and show you how to maintain it at all times. They have everything you need in one place. Stop by today or call 741-9725 and tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Ray City Diner in Lincoln, Alabama. Everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. First of all, I want to thank you for watching Big Boyz Toys, because it's you people watching the show and the sponsors that makes Big Boyz Toys. You see the sponsors on this backboard? These sponsors are what bring Big Boyz Toys to you each and every week. I mean, if you need anything, carpet, car, painted, whatever, any sponsor on this backboard that you need, give them a call today. Tell them you watch Big Boyz Toys, you appreciate them sponsoring the show, and you want to use their services. Also, we're getting our calendar ready for 2006. If you're watching this show, I don't care if you're in Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, Decatur, Coleman, wherever you're at, you've got a car show coming up in 2006, you'd like for us to come in and film at your car show and try to help bring more cars in there, give me a call today, 256-283-4404. And if I don't have something booked that day, guarantee you we'll try our best to come to your car show. So give me a call today. Thanks for watching. Next vehicle, Adam Key, a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Adam, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me about your car.
Well, I bought the car when I was 12 years old, and I'm 21 now. But my father and I did a frame off on it, and we did pretty much everything except the paint job and the upholstery.
What made a 12-year-old kid want a 57 Chevrolet if I ain't getting too nosy?
Well, I'd wanted one since I was 5, and we'd just about given up on finding one that hadn't been restored yet. But a friend of ours told us about one his cousin had in Birmingham for sale, so went and looked at it, and I gave $4,300 for it. But it doesn't look back then it didn't look anything like it does now.
When I was 12 years old, I didn't have 43 cents. What size motor oil you got in it?
It's a 327 board 6 Saginaw 4-speed.
You painted it black color, or was it originally black?
It was originally black, and sometimes I wish I wouldn't have painted it black because it is impossible to keep clean.
And it's hot in the summer.
Yes, and I'm about to put air conditioning on it, something I should have done to begin with.
Well, believe it or not, you did a smart thing buying it when you were 12 years old, because if you try to buy a 57 Chevrolet now, you won't find one.
Right.
And if you've noticed around these car shows and all, you see a lot of the 55, 56, and 57 Chevrolet 4-doors. People are fixing up because they can't find a 2-door.
Well, you can buy a kit now to turn a 4-door sedan into a convertible.
That kit's gonna cost you.
Oh, it will, but you'll have a car that's worth it when you get finished.
Yeah, when you get finished with it. Anything else you want to do to it?
This past week, I just finished up putting disc brakes on the front of it. But after air conditioning, that's probably all that I'll do, or all that I foresee doing to it.
Where are you from?
Carbon Hill, right down the road.
Right down you. That's where that state trooper started chasing that fella.
Well, he started chasing him in Jasper, what he said.
Good Lord, that's a long chase.
It is.
He chased him enough to eat the tire off his car.
Yeah, he put on a show for us.
But he's going to be in jail because they know who he is.
Right.
That's his problem. He got to go home.
Yep.
They'll be sitting there waiting on him. I'll tell you what, that's a good-looking vehicle. The fender skirts come on this one, or did you add it on?
I don't know whether they came on it originally, but when I bought the car, he had a pair that came with it, so I don't know if they were original or not.
What would you give for the quality time that you and your father had? Got what? Oh. Y'all wondering why I said do what? I'm getting cued over there. They don't hold up a piece of paper, they just asked me. What would you say about the quality time? Because I tell people all the time about it, the quality time you had with your father building this car.
Well, I mean, we spent a lot of time together, and not just working on it, but going to car shows and going to junkyards looking for parts. But I mean, we did spend a lot of time together, and I enjoyed it.
I have a lot of guys that I interview now. I got some teenagers back in Oxford got old cars, and they build them with their dads, and they said it's the best time they had in their life.
It is.
Working on the car.
It is.
I was supposed to ask you about that tag.
Oh, well, the car was originally bought at Wood Chevrolet in Birmingham, but it has an Abercrombie Chevrolet dealer tag on it, and he was the car dealer in Carbon Hill from 1955 to 1965. But a friend of mine in Carbon Hill had 2 Edsels, and Abercrombie paid him, I think, $5 each car to put one of his tags on his trunk just to advertise for him. So the Edsels are sitting next to his house now, and they're junked out. And he gave them to me, and I had both of them replated. So one of them is on this car, and one of them is going on my '54 Chevrolet when I get done with this.
So you actually got a car dealer from Carbon Hill.
Right. And he's still in business in Hartsville now.
You can't beat that with a stick. Good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being
Thank
on the
you.
show. We'll be right back. Bates Food Mart right on Quintard Avenue, right beside China Luck before you go into Anniston. BP dealer for this area. Stop by and see Victor or Danielle Bates today for all of your convenience store needs. They have cigarette specials each and every week. Coke specials, whether it be the 12-pack or the liter, they're always on special at Bates Food Mart. Hey, also you notice he's got just about anything you need in that store. Snacks, cold beer, wines, all kinds of wines, specialty wines. Stop by today, see him, tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, after an accident, there's a lot of things on your mind. One thing is, hey, where am I going to get my car fixed? How long it's going to take? Most people don't realize you can request who you want to repair your vehicle. George and Bill at D&T Body Shop on Miller Lane in Anniston, right off the new bypass, will give you an estimate and try to get your vehicle fixed as soon as possible and have you back on the road. They have state-of-the-art equipment. They have PBG paint. They got a paint booth. They got framing machine. They do glass work. They do everything right there at D&T Body Shop. So give them a call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Have a dream of getting away for the weekend with your family from the hustle and bustle? Turner's Outdoor Center right here in Stemley Bridge Road in Pell City, Alabama has the answer for you. They have a 36-foot SRV starting at just $350 per month. If you want something a little smaller, 24-footer starting at $160 per month. This is with no down payment and a super interest rate starting at 7.25%. Great part is no payment for 90 days. They service all of their units right there on their location. Hey, new location opening soon, Emory Crossroads and I-20. So give Billy Turner or one of his sales staff a call today. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. McCleskey Brothers is your #1 stop for everything you need to make that car of your dreams become an envy of everyone who sees it. They cater to auto body shops, but they also help the do-it-yourself people who want to work on their cars themselves. From DuPont Paint, 3M products, McGuire products, and the hottest thing on the market, Hot Hues, they have everything right there. They also have all the supplies such as paint guns, buffers, buffering pads, molding, even a large selection of pinstriping. With 2 locations to serve you, they cover most of Northeast Alabama. Give them a call today at any one of their locations and tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Next vehicle, Jerry Wilson, 1976 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, another Stingray. Welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Glad to be here.
Did you hear me take the guy to school while going to Corvette?
Yeah, I understand you know all about Corvettes.
I know all about that. That's the last year they made a Stingray. I didn't know.
I was aware of that.
You aware of that. Tell me about your car.
Well, it's a 76 Corvette Stingray, and I bought it from a guy that had it probably 75% restored when I bought it. I've always been a motorcycle person. I've had motorcycles, never really got into cars, till I had my son-in-law's dad, police cop, and he had a wreck on a motorcycle. So my daughter started on me about getting rid of my motorcycles. And I said, well, what am I going to do? And she said, well, I told her, I said, you know, I didn't own a bike from the time you was born till you got out of college. And I said, you got from college? I bought me another bike. She pulled the ACE card. She says, in other words, you don't want to see your grandkids grow up, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, so I just sold the bike and bought the Corvette. So it's sort of an old man's toy, I guess, you know.
Got 350?
350, right.
I like that one because I got one just like it. Mine's a 75, but
yeah.
Same color, same interior. Ain't a lot of difference.
Yeah, I've got a few things. I'm going to redo the interior. It's not in bad shape, but I'm going to redo the interior in it and just do a few things to it.
I was telling the guy earlier, he's one of my sponsors, Auto Custom Carpet, right over there. He's a good friend of mine, and a lot of people don't realize he's the nation. He sends more car carpets in the nation than anybody. And I get tickled. People say, where can I get some car for my car? I said, right here in your hometown, because they make it right there in Anniston,
right
Alabama.
Right there in Anniston, right.
And I bought some new saddle to go in my Corvette, and it lays right in there. Just like, I mean, it's cut. Just all you got to do is lay it in there. Take a hole out and lay it down.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Put your little heat stuff in there, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, the interior's not in bad shape, but it needs to be replaced. And I'm going to do that just to, because I mean, a Corvette, you can spend $1,000 a year on one of them and you don't lose anything because they increase in value every year.
You'll get your money out of it.
It's a good investment, you know. So, and my grandsons like it, you know. The little tag on the front says Papa's Mackle and Justin's Papa.
So they can ride with you.
They can ride with me, yeah.
Because that daughter probably wouldn't let them ride that motorcycle.
No, she can't ride the motorcycle. She won't let them. They came up the other day and my little 7-year-old said, Papa, let's clean up the vet and go cruising. So we cleaned it
So
up.
they know what it is.
Yeah, he actually knows more about the car than I do, and he's 7 years old.
It's more teenagers and little kids know what these old cars are than you give them credit for.
Yeah, he studied up on Corvettes. He can tell me more about Corvettes than what I know. I don't know, but he's already let me know that that's going to be his car.
Gonna be his car.
That's going to be his car, yeah. So,
Well, I tell you what, that's a good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. 2 Corvette Stingrays in one show. Both of them 76s. You can't beat that with a stick. We'll be right back.
Well, we did it again. A couple of weeks ago, we was down to Hall of Fame for the induction ceremony, and Stewart's Formal World right here on Greenbrier Road in Anniston, Alabama did it for us again. Don't we look cool? Oh, we look great in them tuxedos. Anytime you got a prom coming up, wedding, whatever, any special event, you need tuxedos, Stewart's Formal World is the place to go. They're right there on Greenbrier Avenue, right behind the video store, and they've got anything you want in there. Full tuxedos, any color, they got them right there. Stop by and see Tammy today. Tell her Barry Miller sent you by. Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware in Oxford and Talladega, Alabama is your #1 location for all of your home building needs or just that special project around the house. They have items from the smallest nail to the biggest truss on top of your roof and everything in between. They can take blueprints of your new home and supply everything needed to build that home from start to finish. And the special thing about it, Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware, they deliver everything they sell. They also have all types of power tools and general tools for any type of job. So stop by one of the locations today, either Oxford or Talladega. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. If you want to go out for the eating or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. On behalf of Alice Martin, her husband Greg Norton, and the campaign staff of Alice Martin for probate judge and Democratic primary, she would like to thank everyone for voting for her on June the 6th. It was a great turnout in voting, and Alice received over 60% of the votes in the Democratic primary. Remember, November's coming up, and she is running for probate judge on the Democratic primary. So come back out in November and vote for Alice Martin, probate judge, Calhoun County.
Next vehicle, Mayburn Naramore, right?
Right.
I got that right. 1937 Chevrolet Coupe. Welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I love the old street rods. Tell me about it. Tell me about your car.
Well, it's a 1937 Chevy Coupe, 350 Chevy engine in it. It's got power steering, power brakes, automatic with overdrive, electric windows, electric seats, air conditioning, CD player, everything you'd want on a new car.
So he's got everything your Lexus has got, except it's old. What's some of the car shows you go to? Because
I've been going to car shows for a long time, but now this is the first one I've been to this year. I've been so busy building a house and all that, I just hadn't made it. But we have a cruise in Jasper tonight. Every fourth Saturday night, we'll have one at the Parkland Shopping Center. And it starts from 6 and goes until 9, each fourth Saturday night of the month.
Okay, and you've got the 350 and all in it, so you just go just anywhere you want.
Anywhere I want to go.
Now, what color red you call it?
It's called Scarlet Red.
I'm the president of the Corvette Club, and I have a cruise in to Quintard Mall there in Oxford on the third Saturday night of every month. And last Saturday night we had a cruise in. I'd been to a cruise in up in Sand Mountain. They came down. Some of the ones from Fort Payne came down. So they drove an hour and a half, 2 hours to get a cruise in.
And this is all Corvettes or just anything?
No, it's anything.
Okay.
Any kind of car, and we have, and the women love it because you got the Quintard Mall right there. We'll see the women come in the cars, and we see them go out. We don't see them walking around a lot out there.
They shop while the men play with the cars.
They shop while the men play with the cars. Right. What else you want to do with the car? Anything?
Really, I've got it just the way I want it. I've changed a little bit of it. The back end was high. I lowered it and leveled it, changed the exhaust on it, put the third brake light up in the window, and basically that's the only changing I've done to it.
What do you think about the Nauvoo Car Show?
Great. Excellent.
Cars
great.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Great food, a lot of good people.
I'm going to guess it's somewhere close to 300 cars here. There's
or
a
more.
lot of cars, or more.
Or more.
Excellent show. I've lived around here all my life, and this is the second time I've ever been to Nauvoo, Alabama. First time I've ever brought a car to the show.
But it's a great show, and they have a great time.
Great show.
Appreciate you being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, while you're sitting here, I want to thank you for watching Big Boyz Toys this week. Like I said, we're in Nauvoo, Alabama. That's Nauvoo. I get it right because that lady got a shirt on, so I can't misspell it. And they have a great show here. It's about the same time each year. They have great cooking. They have vendors. Anything you want, they got in Nauvoo today. Thank you for watching the show this week. And like I say, each and every week, you see the sponsors on this backboard. These sponsors range from Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Oxford, Arab, everywhere. If you need one of these sponsors, call them. Because if it wasn't for these sponsors on this backboard, And if it wasn't for car owners, you know, you wouldn't watch Big Boyz Toyz. We're in our 5th year. We're going strong, and it's because of the car owners and the sponsors. You wouldn't look at me sitting beside this thing if you didn't have nothing behind me, because you get tired of looking at me. I mean, it happens. It just happens. Thanks for watching this week. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll be right here in Nauvoo again. Tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next time on Big Boyz Toyz.